Okay, today we're gonna read Curious George Goes to the Hospital. The hospital. Alright? Hospital. Uh-oh. This is George. George is a monkey. He's not a person. He's a monkey. A monkey, okay? And look, this is a puzzle. A puzzle has lots of pieces. Puzzles have pieces, okay? George wants to solve the puzzle. So, George opened the box, and he pulled out a puzzle piece. This is a puzzle piece. All right? But George thought it was food. It was not food. It was a puzzle piece. But George ate the puzzle piece. He ate the puzzle piece. Oh no. And look, George did not feel good. George felt sick. George felt like throwing up. Okay? Look, this is the man with the yellow hat. And the man with the yellow hat said, George, let's solve the puzzle. Let's solve the puzzle. See? Solve the puzzle. Let's solve the puzzle, George. But oh no. When they finished the puzzle, there was a piece missing. One piece was missing. Where is it? Where's the last piece? Where is it? The man with the yellow hat said, where's the last piece? And George, it's in his stomach. George ate the last piece. See? Oh no. So, the man with the yellow hat looked under the desk. He looked under the desk, but he couldn't find the piece. He couldn't find the last piece. But look, George said, oh no, I feel sick. George didn't eat food. He didn't eat his food for dinner. He didn't eat, morning, his breakfast, morning. He didn't eat. The man with the yellow hat said, oh no, that is not good. That's not good. Let's go to the doctor. Okay? So, they went to the doctor. And the doctor said, I don't know what's wrong. George's heart, his heart is good. His heartbeat is good. His heartbeat is good. He's not sick. So I don't know. Maybe George should go to the hospital. The doctor said, go to the hospital. So the man with the yellow hat, and George went to the hospital. Okay, the hospital. The hospital is for sick people. People who are sick. All right. So, this is a nurse. The nurse said, here, George, here, drink this. Okay? George liked it. That was good. Awesome. This man said, okay, George, hold still. Don't move, hold still. Still. Moving, still. Okay? Hold still. We're going to do an X-ray. So they took an X-ray of George. All right? And look, they saw the puzzle piece in the X-ray. The X-ray had a picture of the puzzle piece. The puzzle piece was in George's stomach. Oh no. And the man with the yellow hat said, "Wait a second, look, that's the puzzle piece. Oh my goodness." So, George went to wait. George had to wait. And look, this lady said, "Look, it's a monkey." This little girl was scared. Oh no, the hospital. She's scared. But her mom said, "Look, it's a monkey." Okay. Then George sat down and he got a wristband. This is a wristband or a bracelet. Bracelet. Okay? A bracelet. This nurse put the bracelet on George's wrist. And then they walked to a room. They walked to a room. And look, this room had lots and lots of beds. Lots of beds. Bed, bed, bed. Okay? Lots of beds and lots of kids. These kids are hurt. Look, hurt. Or he's hurt. They have bandages. Bandages. Okay? This boy has a wheelchair. A wheelchair. A wheelchair. Okay? But then the man with the yellow hat said, "Bye, George. I have to go. Bye." But George was sad. George said, "No, don't go." He was sad, and look, George cried. Oh, George cried. He was sad. Oh. Then lots of nurses came. Lots of nurses. And they did lots of tests. Yeah? His blood pressure, his heartbeat, everything. This nurse gave him medicine. Oh my goodness. And look, this nurse, she has a shot. A shot for George. Uh-oh. And then she said, "Here, George." And George said, "No!" He did not want a shot. Oh my goodness. He did not want a shot. But the nurse gave him a shot. And it was okay. It didn't hurt too much. It was okay. And George got a Band-Aid. See? A Band-Aid. Nice. Then they put George on a bed and they took him to a different room. This man pushed. He pushed George's bed. Okay. He pushed George to a different room. And look. Oh my goodness. This room was crazy. Lots of lights, bright lights. Lots of doctors and nurses. Lots of tools and medicine. Oh my goodness. Wow. Then George woke up because George had an operation. He had an operation, but he was asleep. Shh, shh. Okay, George was asleep. And then he woke up. Oh, whoa, He woke up. And he was in bed. George was in bed. And he said, "What happened?" And the nurse said, "Hi, George. Good morning." Everything went well. Everything went well. You are okay. So George met a friend. This is Steve. Steve said, "Hi, George." And look, George has ice cream. Nice, ice cream. Yummy. Maybe it's vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream. Wow, that's great. And Steve said, "Hi, George." And look, George, he felt good. George felt good. So he went and he found some puppets. These are puppets. Puppets for your hand. And George put on a puppet show. A puppet show. And all the kids watched the puppet show. Woohoo! That's awesome. Then the kids watched TV. They watched TV. And George found a record player. A record player. See? And look, he got on top. George got on top of the record player and he spun around and around. He spun around and around. And then, wah, George went flying. He went flying off the record player onto a pillow. This is a pillow. Oof! Boom! He fell on the pillow. And the kids said, "Woohoo! Great job, George." They clapped. Clapped. Great job, George. And then George found the wheelchair. Steve's wheelchair. Uh-oh. George got in the wheelchair. Ugh, he got in. He got in. And George left. He rolled away. Rolled away. Nobody was looking. The kids looked. They were looking at Steve. She was looking at Steve. She was looking at Steve. He was looking. But nobody was looking at George. So George rolled away down the hallway, really fast. And the nurse said, "No, George, stop! Stop, George!" But George went really fast. Really fast. Really fast. And the lady said, "No, George, stop!" And look, all of these people were walking. This is the mayor. That is really important. He's the mayor. He is in the government. Oh no. And he has lots of cups and plates, lots of dishes. Oh no. And they said, "Oh no." And look. George crashed into all the dishes. And this man fell over. He fell over. And the mayor screamed. Ah! He screamed. Oh my goodness. That is awful. Really bad. Look at all of this. And George was sad. George cried. But then look, all the kids cheered. They said, woohoo! They cheered. Yay! Good job, George! They laughed. Ha 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 ha. They laughed a lot. They were so happy. And that's good because in the hospital, kids are sad. In the hospital, kids are sad. Oh, but now the kids are happy. And they said, wow, the kids are happy. Wow. So then this girl, Betsy, came and she gave George a kiss. She kissed George because George was sad. She said, it's okay, George, it's okay. And they said, it's okay, George. Look, the man with the yellow hat came back. He came back. This man cleaned up the mess. He cleaned up, okay? And then George and the man with the yellow hat left. They said, bye, kids. The kids all said, bye, George. They left. They went home. And this nurse said, George, wait, wait. Ha, ha, ha. She ran out to the car. She said, wait. And she gave George a present. A present. It's a box. What is it? It's a present. George, when he got home, opened the box. Or wait, he opened the box. And look, it was the puzzle piece. So, the man with the yellow hat and George finished the puzzle. They put the piece in the empty spot. They finished the puzzle. Woohoo! The end. All right.